Hello everyone. I'm so sorry if you can hear somebody mowing their lawn outside, but I'm not sorry enough to stop filming, so I don't really know what else to say about it. Hopefully you can hear me screaming at you right now. I am going to tell you all about the books that I finished in the month of April 2021. I finished 6 books, but I feel like a liar when I say that because the first book I'm going to talk about, I pretty much finished like 95% of it in the month of March. So that was kind of upsetting, but I still get to talk about it, and I rated it 5 stars and I loved it so much. And that book is Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. So basically it's a book of, it's on essays. I mean, it's a memoir. It's kind of like, that's what I'm going to say. It's a memoir. And it's this, I think she's British woman who just writes about growing up. I would say though in particular more like high school, college, after college. Like I want to say she like turns 30 towards the end of the book or something like that. So I would say definitely more focused around like late teens and then 20s. Because I'm 23, I feel like I just related like so much to some of the things she was saying. Like obviously I don't live in Europe, and so some of it I just don't feel like I like really understood. And we definitely lived like different lives. Like definitely for sure. But there were just certain things that I've like, that I just feel like I could really connect to, particularly when she talked about certain friendships she had. And I would say eating and food kind of hit home for me a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. It was just like so amazing. Like I laughed so hard, and I also cried so much, and I liked it so much that I actually ordered one of my best friends her own copy because I like was gonna force her to read it with me, because she's one of those people that like if you buy it for her or like even pressure her in like the slightest to do something, she like will. And I was like, you need to be a part of this with me. And she loved it also. Like I'm pretty sure she said she cried too. Like some of those parts were just like so sad, but like I liked that. I feel like she was very like realistic. Like it didn't feel like she was trying to like sugarcoat a lot about her life. She just kind of like told it how she saw it, and I don't know, I just like really enjoyed it. But again, I feel like her big audience would be late teens into their 20s type age. So if you're in that age range and you're a young lady, you'll probably like it also. The next book I'm going to talk about is Detransition Baby by Tori Peters. I also rated this one 5 stars. So I got this one from the library. Okay, so where do I start with this one? It was chaotic and hectic, but beautiful. Like I loved it so much because I feel like it was almost like a play almost on like a family, I don't want to say a family drama, but like it was like family drama, but not in the traditional sense. And so you're basically following Reese, who's a trans woman, and Ames Amy differs depending on what part of the story you're at. And by the end of the book, we're calling Ames Amy Ames. So I'm going to call them Ames now. So Katrina is one of Ames's coworkers, and not just a coworker. I'm pretty sure Katrina is Ames's boss, and they start sleeping together. Katrina gets pregnant, doesn't know that Ames used to identify as a trans woman. But Ames decides to tell her and basically be like, I can't be a part of our little family dynamic unless if Reese is also involved as a mother. And I feel like they have a lot of reasons as to why they feel like they need Reese in their life again, like in that way. Maybe not like in a romantic way, but in a supportive, like familial way. But yeah, it was just like so dramatic, but like so, I'm gonna use the word fun, but it was also like very sad at times. And I liked it so much. Like I would recommend this to so many people. Like I feel like I already have. I'm sorry if I'm like struggling to like really explain what it's about. I mean, I feel like I do with like all the books I talk about. But it was just so good. Like so good. Like if you love some drama, and some non-traditional like relationship family type scenarios and situations, I feel like you'll like this one. So there you go. Oh, okay, so the next book I'm going to talk about, I also rated 5 stars, and it is Goodbye Vitamin by Rachel Cohn. Like, for whatever reason, I just feel like this is going to be in my like top favorite books of the whole year. I loved it so much. I know I said about the last 2 books I read, but like I feel like if I could have rated this one like 6 out of 5, like I definitely would have. Like there was just something about it that I just felt so like connected to. I don't know. So like, okay, so we're following this girl, kind of forget her name right now, but we're following her as she becomes not engaged, disengaged, not engaged to her fiance anymore. And her dad is losing his mind, like actually has like Alzheimer's or something like that, like is like actually losing his memory. And so she decides that she is going to move back home with her parents, and just help out, you know. She needs to just kind of like figure out where she fits in the world right now, and I think she just feels like that's an easy way to feel connected to something again, you know. But like while she's home, she kind of learns that maybe like her parents' relationship really wasn't how she felt like it was when she left. She has a younger brother who doesn't really like talk to her parents as much anymore. She ends up meeting somebody that she's like a little bit interested in while she's back at home. The book is written in, I don't really, in like really small sections by day. So like it'll say January 25th and then like a little section about like whatever happened that day, or just like whatever is being said. And so I think that really helped me like get through the book like pretty quick, which I liked. And another book that I know does that is Speak by, I don't remember, but I also really like that book. And I think I've learned that I just love books that are written like that. I don't know if they're called like vignettes. I don't want to sound like a dummy and say that, and that's not what those are. But they're just like little teeny tiny little sections, like obviously more than like a paragraph long, but they're like pretty short. And I don't know, I think I've decided that I love books about a girl who's like sort of around my age, just trying to like make it through, you know. She's just trying to like live her life and just like keep it moving. No matter like what is thrown her way, she just kind of is like, haha, this sucks, but like, what am I gonna do except for keep moving forward? Like, I'm just like really into that right now. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like, I know that one was fiction, one was nonfiction, but I kind of feel like that's kind of how I felt both about Everything I Know About Love and Goodbye Vitamin. Like, it had that same, like, I don't want to say strong woman, but maybe more like independent woman type like feel. Like, it was very like, my life kind of sucks right now, but let's like keep going. And yeah, like I said, I'm just really enjoying that right now. So there you go. The next book I rated 4 stars, and it's The Testaments by Margaret Atwood. It's the, I don't know if I want to call it a sequel, I guess so. It's the sequel to Handmaid's Tale. I definitely liked it a lot more than Handmaid's Tale. And I read it this month because I think, is it the 5th season, 4th season? The next season of Handmaid's Tale came out on Hulu, and me and my mom love that show. We watch it together. We have this whole time. And I just was like, you know, this has been sitting on my TBR shelf for the last like 2 years-ish, and I need to read it. And I felt like it was a good kind of like thing to mix into what I've been reading, because I feel like I've been reading a lot of just like contemporary type stuff lately, and I needed something a little different. Not because I'm not enjoying that, I just like, you know, you just need to like change it up a little to make your favorites still your favorite. If you only read books that are like your favorite, then they kind of lose their sparkle a little bit. But I mean, I definitely liked it, rated it 4 stars. So in this, we're following, this is not going to be interesting if you like don't follow Handmaid's Tale at all, but like, we're following an aunt, a girl who's living in Canada, And then also a girl who's about to be a wife in Gilead. And so it's all from like different like girls' perspectives, like just in that world. It was pretty interesting. I will say I feel like it like kind of sort of follows the show a little bit. Like, I don't know. Not really, but like kind of. I don't know. I feel like the show's gonna kind of like fill in the gaps between where the book left off. Where the book's kind of like, so there's the first book and then the second book, and then I feel like the show's kind of gonna be like here. It's kind of like what I'm feeling right now. I don't know. But yeah, if you read Handmaid's Tale, especially if you watched the show, I liked the book. That's all I have to say. You guys all just heard me talk about this one, and it's Exciting Times by Nisha Dolan. I rated it 4.25. Really sad I didn't rate it 5 stars. I was so excited to get to this one, literally since like, I think like last year at some point. It just, Ava was a little too, whiny? I don't know, just like not my thing. I almost feel like I related to her like too much a little bit, and I just was like, I don't know, I was just getting a little like irritated by like her choices that she was making, because yes, I say I relate to her a little bit, but I'm also somebody who like will make decisions, I would say a little bit more than she did, and I was just getting so irritated because she would get so close to certain things and just like wouldn't say it or wouldn't do it. And considering she wasn't dating either of the people, well, I think she ended up dating the one, but considering she like wasn't dating either of them for the longest time throughout the book, I'm like, dude, this is like the most freedom you'll ever have in these relationships. Like, you should probably just say how you feel, because guess what, even if they decide they don't like you, like, I mean, you're not dating, so like you're not really like losing a lot is kind of like how I look at it, you know? Like, I feel like it hurts more when somebody chooses to not be with you after they know you well, but I feel like if somebody chooses to not be with you and you feel like you guys barely know each other, you're kind of like, oh, like, okay, like, I don't know you either, like, bye. But I don't know, she just was like getting my nerves. Like, I don't want to spoil anything, but I mean, I feel like if you watch my vlog, like, you will be spoiled. I wanted to like Ava more. I really wish we would have followed her with Edith a little bit more. I wish the book was a little bit more maybe like exciting, a little more faster paced. I felt like the writing style was a little bit difficult for me to get into. I don't know if that's because I'm pretty sure the writer is like from Ireland, so maybe it's just like a little different than what I'm like used to reading. I don't know, because I'm pretty sure Sally Rooney is also from like Ireland, and I loved Normal People, so I don't really know what it was, but there was something there that just like wasn't fully like connecting. So 4.25. Still a really good rating. There was something I was just like, if it was just a little different or a little bit more, I think we would have been there, and I'm sad that that's not how it went. I have one more book to talk about, and it is Gay Bar, Why We Went Out by Jeremy Atherton Lynn. Okay. I feel so bad about the rating that I gave it, but I just like could not give it any more stars. Like, I can't even tell you how much of a chore it was to get through this book. I rated it 2.75 stars. Yeah, I don't know. It was so pretentious. Like, it just, okay. So it made me really sad because this topic really interested me. I really wanted to like learn more about like the history of kind of like how gay bars came about, how they changed certain communities and cities, and kind of like what the gay bar as like an idea means to different, I would say, generations of people in the gay community, because I would assume that maybe when I was a little scarier to be out as a gay person. I'm sure like going to a gay bar meant something different to, let's say, somebody who comes out right now. So I wanted him to get a little bit more into like that type of thing. And he definitely like did. We definitely like went over like the history of certain things a lot, which I enjoyed. But okay, if I'm being honest, he used some of the biggest, craziest unknown words to me, and I was like, sir, we could be on the same page right now. We could be vibing, and you just keep ruining it by picking words that I have to look up because I'm too stupid to understand and know. And it was just so upsetting because, like I said, I was so interested in the topic, and like we would get going, you know, we're like following him, and I'm like, yes, 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 like this is so interesting, like I'm loving it. And then he would put a word in, and then like 3 more words in the next paragraph, and then I was just like, okay, like, sir, could someone please explain to me why I feel like certain authors would rather sound smart than make their writing accessible to people? I really don't understand that. I don't understand it at all. Like why? Why do you want to use words that no one knows just so you can be like this, you know, like flipping his hair? Like I feel like that's how I felt. Like he was very like, get on my level, like you don't know this word. And it's like, I literally feel like you used thesaurus.com to get these words. Like I feel like you don't use these in everyday language, and that's fine. Like big words are fine sometimes. Weird words are fine to use sometimes. I don't mind looking up words. I like it sometimes. It's just when it feels like there's one in every single paragraph for a whole book, I was like, sir, you lost me, but I need to finish it. And so yeah, like I said, it just felt like such a chore to get through. I don't know, I just like kind of felt bad reading it when I did, but I just no. No. Like if someone told me that I had to read like one more chapter in that book, like I literally don't think I could have. It took me forever to get through, it felt like it was just not for me. So if you know of any good books that are about kind of like the same thing, like gay bars and like where people went and like what do they mean as like an idea, I definitely think like I would love to read it. I just, for whatever reason, this book just did not deliver. But if you have one of those, please let me know what it is down below, and I would love to read it. But yeah, those are all the books that I finished in the month of April of this year. Obviously, I would say it was a pretty good reading month. I read 6 books, loved 3 of them, really liked 2 of them. Just had one that I did not like, but I mean, that's just like bound to happen, you know? Like I said, like if every book you read is supposed to be your favorite book, like I feel like your favorites won't have that special like sparkle and shine anymore. So I was due for a bad one, you know what I mean? I'm sorry if you liked that book. I don't know. Just sometimes you just don't click with something, and yep, that's all it is. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video, everybody. I don't know what that's gonna be. Hopefully a vlog. Honestly, I feel like I'm gonna do another vlog just for like funsies, but we'll see. Yeah. Bye, everyone.